No, like I can't even pretend to be thinking about this. We don't fight. Like thankfully, we actually do not fight. We're both, I would say, very agreeable people, and not like, oh my god, we avoid conflict or like we're avoidant. If something comes up like that, it just becomes the most important thing in that moment. Where God, we're in a relationship.
Yeah. We just actually just do that, which is very interesting that I think about it. Yeah. So that it's always a sit down talk type.
We learned this thing once where it's like when you're disagreeing is because you're looking at two different things. It's like you have on two different VR headsets and you're doing two different games and you don't know what the other person is doing. And so the thing to do is to just talk about what you are doing. And that way the other person knows. And most of the time when we disagree is because there's like a misunderstanding of what somebody has said or done. And we like to give each other like space to cool down so that we don't like just talk over each other and not get anywhere. And then we talk about it when we are much calmer. And there's no like one person who usually apologizes first, depending on how self-righteous you are feeling or how not self-righteous you are feeling.
We've developed a routine where it's like whoever is more pissed at the other at this point, you go do your thing for 5 minutes to cool off. And after that 5-minute cool off period, the other person. So the underlying thing is, okay, come back here. I'm sorry. Please, let's talk. So it's more like it's me and you versus whatever is causing this thing. So have your 5 minutes of chill and let's discuss. And that's it.
Last year was a tough year. I think just with the kids coming and trying to understand where we are and who we are. We were fighting for a while, but fighting is still like sitting like this, but still fighting. Like I'm not really feeling you, and you're not really my friend right now, all that kind of stuff. So, but I think at the time I was just like, this thing is hard, man. We are coming out of it in 2024. And not at a who apologizes first stage. Yeah, we are like inside. You're like, It's like things that have been happening that sometimes you didn't think about at the time, and it's now like, you've been stepping on my leg for like 6 months and I didn't say anything. And it's like, well, you've been. So it's that kind of argument. So it's not like one person apologizes. It's like you both have to apologize and you both have to take blame in what's been happening, right? So we're not really like a shouty, throw things away. It's more silence and talking, I didn't like what you did yesterday. It really upsets me. Okay. So
I wasn't present enough, or I didn't pay attention enough to like something that was happening with her or something that was happening with her mom, and kind of a feeling that I was being selfish about something. And so, yeah, I think that's happened once or twice, and usually results in a big blowout. Usually pretty quick to apologize. We try not to let things linger. And so it tends to be a lot of talking it through. And so you're like, there's a few things that are just like, yeah, don't love it. Probably not going to change it. So just, okay, fine, moving on. Usually it's just listening to the other person and acknowledging, okay, right, I screwed that up. And I will try not to do it again. I said like, usually like sometime when like you feel like I haven't paid enough attention to you, or something that's happening to you, or something that's happening with your mom, kind of the sense that I'm being selfish. I think like that usually results in a big blowout of some sort.
22, 23 was very tough in terms of kids and just revaluing where we are and who we are. And,
So I think I apologize first.
I said it's not about that.
Of course it's not. As long as I apologize first, everything will be all right.
Anybody that is wrong will apologize, if you're...
But I said we'll talk through stuff.
Yeah, I said
I said, I don't know, like, we just apologize. Anybody, there's no first, and then how we handle disagreements is founding principle is assuming good intent of the other person, and also allow for space when it's like really high emotion, so that's like we're not just talking over each other, and then we talk about whatever the thing is.
So that's why I took it as nice stuff. Like I spoke about space, the whole space, and after space is about one person, which is like, hey, what's up, come back here.
Oh, okay, then you come and see me.
I was like, we don't fight.
Yeah, it's not okay. Yeah.
Or when we fight, we do blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God, we are in a relationship. This sounds very...
Well, instead of just sit down and talk and just like...
like...
That is how you felt here.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't, like, tie the world to your chest. Like, what will happen will happen. Don't worry until you have something to worry about, right? Being around her has probably done more positively for how like I handle times of crises than I probably realized. So I think I just like realized this right now, and like she's actually really good.
If not for her, I'm already happy-go-lucky person. That's me. See, before you today, people might disagree, including her. People out there might disagree. What's that? Sweeter. Yeah.
Like stay in your lane and perseverance.
Patience. Being with Lisa has forced me to be more patient, to be more considerate, to listen more, to consider more, to pause more. And so, yeah, patience.
I want to say, like, being with her has exposed me to life outside my bubble. The other parts of life I get to see or experience or even hear about just by virtue of being with her that I probably would not have seen from that aspect.
Not being a hypocrite, basically. And extending kindness.
I said you help me see life outside of my own bubble, like the whole bubble of privilege and everything else. So.
And so me, I'm less privileged.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Please, I'm done.
Continue.
That's all I said. That's all I said.
Okay, I said it's less of something that I learned or something that I do is like, because of how we love each other and like being kind and patient and everything, that I have learned to extend that to other people as well. That I love that in my life, and even like just being more patient with people because love being patient and doing that with you and not doing that with other people is somewhat hypocritical. So learning to be more, and then also you just want to be very kind.
Yeah, I was like, don't tie the world to your chest. Like, honestly.
Mantra.
Yeah. Pretty much like, whatever you're worried about, don't like kill yourself before you have to worry about it.
Yeah, I said I've become a ball of sunshine.
Become a ball of sunshine.
Yeah.
No,
well, like I think I've come a little sweeter.
no,
having
500%. Like, I would say that, like,
exactly.
There's some things she does, I'm like, cool, okay.
Since when?
Let's go. I said perseverance and staying in your lane.
Perseverance and staying in your lane. Okay, all right, fair. Yeah. I said patience.
That's
No,
so
but
funny.
I said like patience as in just listening more, being just like a bit more considerate, like taking the time to learn. I think that's been a journey.
He's a fantastic husband. He's a good dad, and he's a really good provider.
I love her deeply.
You're the best person in the world, and I love you, and I'm very, very glad that I get to do life with you.
I love her and she makes me so happy.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. Everything you're working towards and you're putting your mind towards, you will get it. Like, done deal. You get it when it comes to you. Like, don't worry.
That makeup is neat. She doesn't believe me. Everything will come. Everything good will come. What do you deserve to hear? I was like, oh, that your makeup is neat and you don't believe me. I know that you still don't believe me.
Wow, what did I say? I was like, oh, you're doing amazing, sweetie. And then I was like, everything you're working towards, all that, like, you get. So we had the same.
You're the best person in the world, and I love you, and I'm glad that I get to do this with you.
Oh, thank you.
So, what the answer?
You're amazing and I love you and I'm glad I'm here with you.
Follow on YouTube, like and subscribe, and and Instagram, all the social media. I think TikTok too.
Yeah. So if you follow this, if you like this video, like Zikoko. Yeah. No, what's James?
I don't know. It's like this. Keep up, man. Damn,
struggling.
It's like this. I'm still young and youthful.